Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'll be showing you how to double your coins in EAFC in the fastest way possible. Remember guys, if you are new around here, to subscribe. We've got 9 copies of EAFC, all sets of FIFA points for 9 lucky winners. All you've got to do is subscribe, send proof over on Instagram, and that'll be announced at the start of November as of us hitting 15k. So, of course guys, as always, if you do need some coins in a quicker way, well... So if you guys are sick of losing in FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description and let's get into it. And you may have seen by my team, we're doing a bit of a rebuild. So we'll open this pack. If we get someone good, I will add an extra 10's worth of FIFA points to the giveaway for an extra winner. It's not looking good, guys. So guys, we're going to look at some of the more unique methods to make coins via consumables, stadium staff, and of course players as well. Now first of all, we're going to have a look at the managers. There's a few different nations that are really good right now, being Brazil as kind of the main one. They've got Brazil and France kind of in a chokehold at the minute. It's very difficult to get any of these at a decent price, which is brilliant for us traders. So right now, you're looking at probably selling these at 4.4. EA tax on that is 220 coins. So if we go down to 4k, we're making 180 coins per card. Now, of course, you can do this in a couple ways. Of course, you can compare price, and I do think, especially on these managers, compare price is probably going to be an easy way to do it. And that would just be you go on the 4.3 mark where these guys are, and you just want to do compare price at this end bit here. So you can see when you click X and then B, the next one will come up. So obviously on PlayStation, it's going to be a little bit different controls, but it's the one on the left and the one on the right in terms of your buttons. That one there, we're getting ever so close to that sort of 4K mark we're looking for, and you can see they're not going instantly when they come up, so you do have that kind of little, a little bit more time than you would usually have with cards. Now the other ridiculous one is France. As we mentioned, you're looking literally at sniping them just at the max value right now, but if you can grab one of these at maybe 4.5, you're looking at a decent profit. As a minimum, it's going to be 250 because they are definitely going to sell. When we head over to Netherlands, you're looking at more of the sort of 2-3k mark. They have been going up and down over the last few days, so a lot of these managers have changed in price. Brazil especially has rose absolutely. So if we have a look at Netherlands here, it looks like they are a little bit cheaper than they were. I accidentally quick sold one of these from a pack yesterday and was gutted because it is just a free 2k. So of course on those cards we can bid, we can snipe, and of course we can do compare price. So it does give you an array of options to get the cards. If you struggle with one, you can try the other. Now something that's new this year is we have different variables of picking out the item type. So your stadiums, your kits, your balls. It is a bit of a weird change. It is a bit more unique, and it means it's a little bit hard to filter out. But with kits, you can do things like, if you go for red and then white, you're only going to get things like Liverpool and United. So you've got those on the higher end. Now what it does mean is on the lower end, you are stuffed with a lot of crap. So as you can see here, if we go on, let's have a look, we'll take red and white again, and we'll have a broken menu. So we've managed to get back on the game, and we're going to ignore the stadium section because clearly it doesn't want to play ball. But essentially, you can now filter by colours and quality, so you can filter out things like Liverpool, United kids, and they are better for filters. I can't be bothered with the menus right now. I really hope they fix this because I don't know how they've released a game for the most expensive they've ever released it, and it still has just crap menus. Like, this is the worst they've ever been. And if you like this shirt or any of the other football shirts I've been wearing recently, go check out Best Football Kits in the description and get 12% off with my... Now on a better note, of course, going over to the chemistry styles, we have a lot of filters available. Now you used to be able to do goalkeeper basic, and I think that used to be quite a good one because I think back in the day when you put a chemistry style on your keeper, it could actually make him worse. But this year, that's mud. However, you have the usual suspects in Shadow, Catalyst, and Hunter. Those three always have a value, and what's good is between the three of them, if you have lower coins, you can snipe one of them and then build up to the next one. So looking at the price right now, Shadow is currently going for max. So realistically, this is another one where if you get it at 450 or 4.5, sorry, you are actually making profit, which is good. It seems like a few were being listed there at 4.5, so you do want to be careful. Make sure they are selling at 5k because they might go down to 4.9 or 4.8. They're not going to fluctuate far from that max that they're at, and that would have been a brilliant snipe. Now on a little bit of an easier front, you've got the Hunter cards. I think these go for about 3k, so you can see there about 3.5 is where we're sitting. Realistically, EA tax on that is going to be about, off the top of my head, around 200 coins. Not exactly that, but around there. So you're going to snipe at 3.1. I think this one's a little bit of a more comfortable snipe because shadows are pretty much at their max, and that means they are more desirable. We've missed a really good snipe there, 2.4. So you can see you can literally double coins on these filters very fast because they are really profitable. It's just about getting that snipe. Of course, the shadow one is going to be the hardest of them all. Let's have a look at Catalyst. I think this one is usually a considerable bit cheaper. So you're looking at really the 500 mark. Usually when a chemistry style isn't sort of worth a lot, it is really low. They kind of sit around the 400-500 mark aside from the main ones, but you could do this at 450 and grab them for sort of 250, 300, and you're making a decent profit. You're making something if you're actually getting the snipes, unlike me. And you have the likes of Engine as well at a similar cost there. Architect would have been spenny last year, but unfortunately lengthy does not matter anymore, so it just isn't relevant. And a brilliant filter we're going to start using now as well is the Playstyles Plus. So if you go Playstyles Plus and midfielder on here, if we pop it here, you're going to be looking at the likes of Modric, Lemar, and you've got the likes of Fernandez there. It really breaks down that filter. Now, when you do the same filter without Playstyles Plus, you got the likes of FIFA in there, and he ruins the filter almost completely. Now, of course, you do get the pull as part of that, but the filter is better as a whole if you just do it as Playstyles Plus, because you get Fernandez, you get Modric, and you get Lemar. Now, of course, what you can also do on that filter that I've just noticed, just for an extra one for you guys, is La Liga. Of course, you're going to have the pull, and you're going to have Modric on there. So two really similarly priced midfielders there. So they're sitting around 230k. EA tax on that is going to be about 15k. So we're going to knock it down by about 20. It'd be rude to not give a go at sniping both of these filters. I'm hoping we can see a snipe or even get one on both of them, but we're under a little bit of time pressure today, so I'm trying to keep things in an orderly fashion. Okay, we're going to try the other one. Okay, so we took a little bit of an L on those filters, but you can see that Playstyles as a whole is a really good addition, because it means you can break down your filters a little bit more. Whether you do it league by league, I think with defenders as well, that's a pretty big one. If you go Premier League, for example, Playstyles only, as we can see, you've got Thiago Silva there, obviously on the lower end, but then we've got the likes of Gvardiol, Ruben Diaz, Varane. So you can break Thiago Silva out of that filter and make it quite a profitable Premier League centre-back filter. You've also got the likes of doing that with Man City. If we go over to Man City, take off the position, and then just go for play styles, and what you will see is you've got likes of Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Grealish. It is a good filter there. Obviously on the lower end you've got Grealish, but once again, once you price out those lower cards, you do make a ton of profit. So if you're new around here and you want to make some more profit, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.